Welcome back to Let's Cook with Michelle. Today I am just going to make a few hard-boiled eggs into some deviled eggs. Now I had a lot more eggs in this bag last night when I went to bed, so I had intent of making a lot more deviled eggs today, but it seems that they disappeared over the evening. Children, husband, they tend to do that. So we don't have very many to make, but I'll make deviled eggs with what I have. So I already cooked my eggs. Everybody's kind of got their way on how to cook their eggs. Now one of these is really gangly. I'll make it into one, but don't judge me. This one didn't peel well. Everybody's got their own way of making eggs. My way that works for me, and I don't need to hear the 20 million different ways, but this is the way that works for me. I've tried it lots of different ways. Is I bring my eggs to a boil. I set my timer for 25 minutes. I leave them boiling, and then when they're done, I immediately drain the water out and rinse the water out a couple different times so that it's cool water, and then I dump in a bunch of ice. And then once that ice melts, which just takes maybe 5 minutes, I immediately peel them, and they seem to peel really well that way. So that's my way. Okay, and everybody has different ways of making deviled eggs too. So feel free to make yours your way. This is just how I like mine. So you just cut your eggs. Oh, sir. My dog just got fixed. My dog just got fixed a couple of days ago, and he's walking around with his cone, and he has no clue how to operate himself. So he just ran into all of my camera and lighting things. Poor little thing, doesn't know what to do with himself. So you just slice the eggs. I think these got cooked a little bit longer than I intended because my new stove is an induction top stove, and it if it senses any type of like moisture on the stove top, or if you move your pan, it will just shut off. So I was cooking something on another burner, and it just decided, hey, I want to turn off. So it wasn't boiling my eggs the whole time like I intended. Just like every day here in my household, always things that you don't plan for. So I had to restart them. Wasn't sure exactly how long they had gone. So it looks like these may have gone a little bit longer than I intended, but that's fine. Make sure you check out all my other videos. I made a fun concoction today for lunch, which I typically do. I just find crap I have around the house, whether it's in my garden, in my cupboard, in my freezer, or my fridge, and I just figure out how to use what I have on hand. So today for lunch I took 3 different things that I had in my freezer that I wanted to use up, and I ended up with a pretty darn good concoction. So you'll have to make sure you check that out. That is the, what was it? Butternut squash tortellini with buffalo chicken in it. It's really dang good. Alright, so take your egg yolks. Normally, like I said, I do this in bigger batches because deviled eggs go really, really quickly in my house. But just to be able to show you, I just figured I'll just use what I have on hand today. But these will probably be gone before my husband even gets home today. But, so I mashed them up in a baggie. You can also do it in a food processor would be a really good choice because it would get nice and blended for you. But I'm doing this in a baggie so that I can add the rest of my ingredients. And then you cut the corner and then sprinkle it on, just put it into the eggs, and it's a nice little distribution system as well. So set these over here. So now I have mayo of choice. Everybody has their mayo of choice. This is mine. Use your kind of choice. And I am not a measurer. You know this if you watch my channel. So we scoop and then taste. And then that way, if I want to add more, I will. Mustard. Some people like more mustard than others. You can add lots of different things to your deviled eggs. You know, you could add bacon, jalapenos. I think I might do that. I might put some jalapenos on top of these when I'm done. All right, and so garlic powder. I'm out of onion powder, or that would be in here too. Pepper. Salt. Kind of hard to get this in here. There we go. And a touch of sugar or sugar substitute. I've got monk fruit here, a 0-calorie substitute. And not a lot, just a little bit of it goes a long way. Just adds just a hint of sweet to it is the way we like it here. So now you just give it a mix. You want to get it nice and creamy. Try not to have the big chunks in there. I know I could easily make 3 trays of these and put them in my fridge, and I know that they'll be gone probably in a day, maybe a tray in a day. It goes very, very quickly in my house. Deviled eggs are something nice to have around the house to serve with a meal or just to have as a snack. I know everybody here likes to just kind of pop a couple in between meals as a snack. So, all right, I'm gonna let a little bit of this air out. It's creating a little bit of air in there. Okay, should be about done. All right, now let's test this. See if I need to change it at all. I like it the way it is. All right, so I have a couple different ways that we are going to finish up these eggs. So I've got my mix in the baggie. You just push it all there. And then you cut one little corner. Don't cut it too big, that way you can control where it goes. And then you just pipe it into each egg until I make sure that they all have some. And then you can always add more once you make sure each egg gets some filling. Deviled eggs have always been a favorite in my family. At gatherings, my dad always has to make them for our get-togethers, and he's learned that he has to make a lot of them. I couldn't tell you how many he ended up realizing he needed to make just because we go through them. I mean, you walk by the tray and you gotta pop it in your mouth. I mean, deviled eggs are just the best. And so it's nice when you just make them at home to have whenever you want. You don't have to wait for that family event. Make those eggs. All right, get rid of this. I've got a couple of jalapenos out here. Like I said, you can put bacon on these. I had a friend that I used to work with that it was a total game changer that she put bacon in her deviled eggs, and that was amazing. All right, put these on a couple. I don't want to do these on too many because then the kids will complain and they won't eat them. And then paprika. I better leave 2 plain. My daughter has a friend over and I don't know if she'll eat one with the stuff. So let's try them different ways. There we have it. 3 different ways. Now you know what we gotta do. We gotta test them. Quality control. Let's make sure they're okay. All right, I'm gonna do one with the jalapeno. Just that hint of sweet in there with that sugar substitute was great. A little kick of the jalapeno is awesome. Let's do a little green onion. That's good. You know what would be good on this? My new obsession, that chili crunch, like a little bit of chili oil. That would be good. Add a little bit of kick, a little bit of spice to that if you like. There's just so many things you can do with deviled eggs. There's just so many different options, different ways you can go about it. But I really like this with the jalapeno on it. Really good. Thanks for joining me today on Let's Cook with Michelle. I appreciate it. I feel like I've got eggs all over me. As always, like, share, follow, all that good stuff. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. If you would follow me on YouTube, I would really appreciate it, and share it with your friends. I'm trying to grow on that platform. Have a good day. I just love deviled eggs. She gone.